This summer, the hunt is on as Interplay Entertainment and High Voltage Software bring White Wolf's popular pen and paper game Hunter: The Reckoning to the PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system. Touting a brand new story available only on the PlayStation 2, Hunter: The Reckoning Wayward exposes the horror of the world of darkness like never before. And now, we take you behind the scenes to hear directly from the creators of the Runaway franchise.
Wayward is a action game where you and a buddy get together and you just kill monsters, do side quests, rescue innocents, and even collect items in the world to create some really fancy weapons.
The main difference between the original game and Hunter Wayward is in the original game it was very linear gameplay. You advanced through the missions one at a time. This time, you're using a hub system. You will be launching from a mission base, if you will, and going out into the world, and then coming back. You'll receive new goals, which allow you to go back into the worlds you've already explored. So it's just an amazing replayability system where you're going to be visiting the same places, but each time they'll be different.
Working with the White Wolf license, I played Vampire when it first came out. I got one of the first copies of the first edition. So I was pretty excited to work on a White Wolf game. Our correspondence with White Wolf has been great.
A hunter is a regular person who one day is awakened to the fact that evil is all around them. And they never noticed that before until the messengers arrive and imbue them with their hunter powers.
The premise for Hunter Wayward is we have two hunters, Joshua and Devin, both the Wayward Creed. They have uncovered cult activity beginning in the town of Ashcroft. They realize that there's a darker purpose behind this cult, and someone is actually pulling the cult's strings, so they call in the help and assistance of the first 4 hunters from Hunter: The Reckoning. Once those 4 hunters arrive, heeding this call, they find that the 2 original hunters have vanished into thin air, effectively. They set out to uncover what happened to them, find out what's behind the cult, and save the day.
There are 5 characters you can play in Wayward right now. There's Deuce, who's the big biker. His strength is his strength and his power. There's Cassandra. She's a very martial artsy, very quick, very agile. There's Father Esteban. He's a priest. His powers stem from his ability to sort of use magical edges. And then there's Samantha, who is the ex-cop. She's fast. She has a fairly good weapon. Pretty good use of magic. And then there's the new guy. There's the Wayward, who is a psychopath.
Coming soon, part 2 of the making of Hunter: The Reckoning Wayward.
Hi, my name is Saul Villegas, and today I'm going to show you a cool move for the game, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. In this cool move, I'm going to show you how to defeat Lurtz, who is the boss at the end of the level, Amen Hen. Let me show you how it's done. For the first part of this battle, what you want to do is, you want to avoid the arrows that Lurtz is shooting at you. You won't be able to attack him with your sword yet. Take out any other enemy that might be in the area too. Wait for him to pause after shooting an arrow and shoot arrows back at him. Eventually, it'll move on to phase 2, where he takes out his sword. At this point, you will now be able to hit him with your sword. The trick here is to hide behind these statues. Try to keep the statue between you and him. Now that he's stuck, you'll be able to hit him. Once again, find another statue and try to keep it between you and him. And when it's stuck, do a combo on him. And run to another statue. Once again, hit him. And run to another statue. Now I'm going to run over this statue over here. Try to keep that between us. And once again, he's got his sword stuck in there. And as you can see, just keep doing that, and you'll be able to defeat Lurtz. Follow the strategies and tips that I just showed you right here in this cool move, and you'll find that Lurtz is a cinch to defeat. Good luck and have fun.
Hi, I'm Linnea Leiden, and in today's cool move, I'll be showing you how to improve your style ranking in Devil May Cry 2. Here's how it's done. Go to an area where you can find a lot of enemies. Alternate between Dante's weapons using the triangle and square buttons. Use the circle button to dodge attacks, as well as link your moves. Be careful. If Dante takes any damage, your style ranking will drop back down to D. When you begin a combo, you should see the text in the right-hand corner explaining how you're doing. Don't worry stands for a D. Come on is a C, etc. The goal is to get your style ranking to S, for showtime. An additional benefit is that it also refills your devil trigger gauge. At the end of Devil May Cry 2, your style ranking helps contribute to your overall Devil Hunter bonus, which is key to unlocking secrets at the end of the game. So remember, use the circle button to link your moves, alternate Dante's weapons, and you should be on your way to showtime in no time.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Alex Stahl, and today I'm going to show you how to get a good jump on Hypersonic.xtreme to help you win the race. Alright, the key to this game is to listen at the start. Don't watch the timer. Just listen for the chime right at the beginning. You hit the gas when you hear the chime after the 1, you're good to go. When the countdown finishes, you'll hear that chime. Mash on the X button, your ship will glow blue, and you'll take off in front of all your competitors, and you'll be on your way to a championship. Hey, how's it going? I'm Alex Stahl, and today I'm going to show you how to beat up on the last boss of Rayman 3. You get the chain power up, run back towards him, target his shield, shoot the chain and start mashing on the square button to electrocute him while moving back and forth to dodge his fireball. When his shield's gone, run over, grab the other power up, get back in front, target him, throw some knockout punches. Until you get that chain power up, Reflex is going to try and strike you down with lightning. Watch out for the little yellow circles on the ground and run left and right to avoid them. Once you get the chain power up, run over, shoot his shield, and electrocute him by mashing on the square button. Then grab the other power up and throw some knockout punches. Reflex will be down for the count.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dave O'Brien.
And hey, everyone, I'm Chuck Valenches.
Welcome to San Francisco. We've got a great game lined up for you today. It's the Anaheim Angels versus the San Francisco Giants. It's a beautiful sunny...
Now batting.
Now stepping up, David Eckstein. That's foul. No balls, one strike. That's foul. Foul ball. No balls, two strikes. He winds and fires. 1-2 is the count. There's a high pop-up, playable in the infield. He's there, and he has it.
The batter,
Darren Erstad steps up to the plate. He fouls it off. 0-1 is the count. It's fouled off. 0-2 is the count. It's fouled off. The count is 0-2. Here it comes. Ball. He takes the 0-2 pitch high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled back. 1-2 is the count. It misses away, 2-2. Ball. Change up. He runs that one in for a ball. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And he takes a walk.
The batter,
Now
Tim
stepping
Salmon.
up to the plate, Tim Salmon. He slides. Hey! Pickoff throw to first. Foul back. 0-1 is the count. Tried to get him to chase one up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. He slides head first. Hey! He watches it, and it's wide. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. He fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball. Here comes the payoff pitch. It's fouled off. Full count. That's a called strike 3, and he felt the ball was clearly outside.
The batter,
Garrett Anderson is up.
He's looking for a hit here to try and keep things going. Garrett Anderson went from playing a little man's game to playing a big man's game, the power game.
Foul ball. 0-1 is the count. And it's a grounder.
That was an easy play.
The Giants are up next.
They call him Mini Pedro,
Ray
and at
Durham.
25 years old, he has the potential to be just that.
Put the bat on it!
Up across the letters. 0-1 is the count. Bounding ball.
batter.
Now up at bat, Edgardo Alfonso. Fastball. The count is 0-1. He slides. Hey! That's up high, and it evens the count at 1-1. It's on the way. He's got it. And he's forced out at first. Barry Bonds digs in.
He's truly one of the elder statesmen of the game.
The count is 0-1.
It's doubtful he'll get anything good to hit since first base is open.
He fouls it off. That's a drive. Hook foul and into the stands. Ball. The count is 1-2. Foul ball. The count is 1-2. Pickoff throw to second. There's a throw to second. It's a drive. That might score. Durham. He whips it to second. He reaches with a single.
Now batting.
Now
Shortstop.
Rich Aurelia.
Aurelia really shored up the number 2 spot in the San Francisco Giants lineup with a breakout season in 2001.
Fastball. That one's at the letters. Changeup right at the knees. He slides head first. Fouled off to the right. 0-2 is the count. The windup and the pitch. The count is 0-2. Ball. He slides. Hey. He slides head first. Hey! Ball. Foul ball. 1-2 is the count. It's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Here's the pitch. Slider. Swing and a miss. He's out on strikes.
The batter.
1 man on base, 2 outs.
He hits a laser beam. Here comes the throw to third. Hey! Runner is safe at third. There's a base hit.
The right
Marquise Grissom steps up to the plate. It's fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. Ball. Slider. That's foul. The count is 1-2. Ball. The count is 2-2. Pickoff throw to first. He popped him up. Kennedy makes the grab.
He tried to saw him off with that pitch.
That's a one-run inning for the Giants.
The batter.
Now stepping up to the plate, Troy Gloss.
Blouse hit 29 dingers in his first full year in the bigs. He really got into his kitchen with that pitch.
He rears back and lets it go. Hit to right field. He gets it.
The batter.
Now up at
first
bat,
baseman,
Scott Spiezio.
Scott Spiezio.
He hits a routine ground ball to the right side.
The batter.
Adam Kennedy digs in.
Adam Kennedy.
There's a grounder up the middle.
Wow, he really speared that one.
Now batting.
Now stepping up to the
catcher,
plate, Jose Molina.
He's looking for a hit here to try and keep things going.
Ball.
He takes low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Time. Time.
One and 0 is the count.
He just got the edge of the plate.
It's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a ground ball to the left side. He's out. After 1.5, the score is 1-0.
The batter.
Benito Santiago is now at the plate. That's high, 1-0.
Z-Ride.
That's unhittable.
1-1 is the count. He fouls it off. The pitch.
Ball.
Low and outside, and the count's even at 2-2. Inside, and now the count is full, 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. If it stays fair, you can kiss it goodbye.
Well, he hung that slider and he paid for it.
Now batting.
Now up at
third
bat,
baseman,
Pedro Feliz.
Pedro Feliz.
There's a grounder up the middle.
He made that play with ease.
Now batting.
No runners on, 1 out.
Ball, dude. Get the ball.
pitch inside. 1-0. The count is 1-1. He takes a big hack at that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss.
The home run doesn't seem to have affected him at all.
The batter,
Ray Durham is now at the plate.
He's looking to add another hit in this AB.
Fooled him on a changeup. He fouls it off. Now he delivers. He hit it a bit off his front foot and pulls it foul. There's a ground ball to the left side. And he's forced out at first. And at the end of 2, the score is 2-0.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The pitch down low, and it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a high twisting foul and out of play.
That ball was just crushed.
1-2 is the count. He fouls it off. And there's a called strike 3, and he really felt that pitch was low.
The batter,
David Eckstein is up. That's a major league pop-up. Snow makes the catch.
The batter,
Darren Erstad digs in.
Erstad.
He fouls it off. The count is 0-1. Tried to get him to chase one up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. He had a free pass last time. That ball is roped. It rolls all the way to the wall. Cutoff man takes it. He's going to try for 3. He slides. He motored around the bases and has himself a triple.
He showed tremendous speed there.
That's high, 1-0.
There's just no way to hit that.
The count is 1-2. Now he delivers. Shallow fly. 1 run comes home. That brings in 1 run for the Angels.
That ball was driven nicely for a single.
Now batting.
Coming to the
left
plate
fielder,
is Garrett Anderson.
Garrett Anderson.
He leaves the first pitch outside. He dives head first. Hey. Sinker right at the knees. He slides. Hey! Toss to first. He slides.
Hey!
He painted the corner nicely.
There's a long drive. It's a homer.
I guess you could say he got all of that one. The pitcher is really struggling out there.
Felix Rodriguez comes in to pitch. Troy Gloss digs in. Fly ball. Durham dropped the ball. He throws to the cutoff man.
Now batting.
Now stepping up to the plate, Scott Spezio.
This has been an awful inning, but here's his chance to get out of it.
The count is 0-1. He dives head first. He slides head first.
Hey! You got smoke, batter!
He slides head first. It's popped up. Santiago comes away with it.
That was a huge inning.
The batter.
Here comes Edgardo Alfonso. He kicks and delivers. That pitch is into the dirt. Breaking ball down and away. Bounding ball. And he's forced out at first.
Now batting.
Barry Bond now at the plate.
He's looking to add another hit in this AB. That pitch caught the black.
Ball.
1-1 is the count.
B-Ride.
Ortiz, fans, Bonds.
The batter.
Rich Aurelia digs in. He whipped last time. He kicks and delivers. He leaves that up a little, 1-0. There's a high fly ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Philadelphia Arena. This is your main heavyweight championship event of the evening. In the red corner, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 210 pounds and wearing red, white, and blue shorts, undefeated in 46 fights, the master of disaster, Apollo Creed. And in the blue corner, in white trunks with red trim, weighing 190 pounds, Philadelphia's favorite son, the Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa!
Round one. One, two. Fight on. One. Fight on. Excellent. The tactic's working. Stay smooth and pop the jab.
Your defense is weak. You gotta block those blows.
Final round. One, two. Fight on.
The winner by points decision, Apollo Creed. gentlemen, and welcome to the Philadelphia Arena. This is your main heavyweight championship event of the evening. In the red corner, in white trunks with red trim, weighing 190 pounds, Philadelphia's favorite son, the Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa! And in the blue corner, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 210 pounds and wearing red, white, and blue shorts, undefeated in 46 fights, the master of disaster, Apollo Creed.
Round one.
Okay, you got the guy hurting. Keep the pressure on.
Hey, that was a bad round. He beat you up real good. Final round.
The winner by points decision, Rocky Balboa!
THQ.
Okay, no elbow king, no headbutting, no attack growing. Free fight, shake up. Okay, stay in the corner, blue and red. Judge.
Final round.
Ready, go!
THQ.
Okay, no elbow king, no headbutting, no growing. Crew fight, shake up. Okay, stay in the corner, blue on red. Judge.
Final round.
Ready, go!
And the winner is, by a knockout, Champion!
Fascinating.
How about a little fire? How about a little fire?
Fascinating.
How about a little fire?
They are the strongest, fastest, most ruthless fighters the world has ever seen. Drawn to the thrill of raw combat, they've sworn to challenge any contender in any arena at any time. Theirs is a story of love, of tragedy, and of triumph. For these urban gladiators, there can only be one champion and one way in or out of the ring. And that's Black and Bruised. Now there was one tough pug. Loved the ladies and the booze, not to mention the ponies. A great fighter, not such a great gambler. Wish I'd bet the opposite of every bet Mickey made. Heck, I'd be a freaking billionaire today. Anyway, that's where his trouble started. Too many bets, too many losses. He was in deep to the local loan shark and getting behind on the vig. Something you never want to do. One day, Mickey's working away at the bar when Bronto shows up. He politely asks Mickey for that week's loan payment. Mickey's a tad short, but Bronto understands and gives him an extra day. These two go way back.
You picked a fine day for an ass kicking.
Welcome to the Big House of Pain.
guys ain't smiling.
That was just too easy.
That's gonna leave a mark.
You should have stayed down.
Don't I know your sister?
Whatever.
Fat arse.
Round 2.
Over to Bronto. Instead, the moron invested it. Maybe Bronto would have taken that car as a payment, but Mickey decided to do a little body work to it first. Anyhow, Bronto let him slide on the vig for another day, but not before making sure his buddy Mickey was all right.
Do all you want, I'm still gonna win.
Let them boo, cause I'm too sweet for you.
20 on me.
Rise her up!
That's gonna leave a mark.
Round 2.
They are the strongest, fastest, Mickey finally made the payment, but he was late, and that meant an extra charge to work off. Pronto's boss had a bet on Mickey to win in the third round and buy a KO, and if Mickey was smart, that's what he'd do. Notice I said if.
Pray for your soul, because your arse is lean.
Ride hard, live free, kick ass.
pipes and Quillen.
Murder City Mama.
Say your prayers.
I don't think so.
Lord of the Fest.
You need some body work.
Sweet Bloody Mary.
Stop at a shop. I'll bang out the debts.
Hoodlum, no tea.
Tough as hell into leather bikes and vines. Tell me, what's not to love? Man, she was my kind of broad. Anyway, this one time she went back home to help out her old man. He was messed up in some shady deal gone south and had to spend a few weeks in the hospital. Holly stepped in to run his garage until he was back on his feet. Should have been easy, but nothing ever is. It ain't easy being a skirt and running a garage. There's a lot of guys out there figure a woman's place in the car is in the back seat. You just have to be patient, smile pretty, and be polite. Remember, the customer is always right. That's how Holly always dealt with it.
Ride hard, live free, kick ass.
Round one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Kiss my pistons.
One time, Jackpot stopped by for a little midnight visit. Seems Holly's old man owed him some cash, so he figured he'd help himself while the garage was empty. He didn't count on Holly being there.
I'm gonna rattle your chain.
Ring the bell, it's dinner time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Knockout!
Unbeaten. Well done.
Going through the shop's books, one deadbeat's name kept popping up. Alligator. She owed Holly's dad a ton of cash and wasn't gonna pay it up. Maybe a friendly visit from Holly would help.
I'm gonna rattle your chain.
I'm gonna squish you like a skeeter.
Round one.
Time to change gears.
Clear cutter.
Grease monkey.
Swamp gas.
Gearhead.
Round 2.
Back to the junkyard for you.
Fight me.
I'm gonna rattle your chain.
3, 4, 5, 6.
You bloody banshee.
I'm high octane, baby.
Kiss me, Blarney.
Eat my dust.
Kiss me, Clover.
Grease monkey.
Kiss me, I'm Irish.
Round 2.
Stop at a shop. I'll bang out the debts.
Look, Mom, no D.
MLB Slugfest, the #1 baseball game on PlayStation 2, is back. Delivering more lightning-fast, hardcore adrenaline-style gameplay and key baseball features to please the hardcore sports fan. Slugfest was rated the #1 must-have sports video game from the 2002 NBC Today Show Toy Test. MLB Slugfest 2004 features real player attributes, signature batting stances, expanded rosters, and team management. All new, create a team, Slugfest style. New, customizable instant replay. Relive towering home runs and diving catches. Take control of the camera and view your plays from any angle. New Home Run Derby. Square off against the most feared long ball hitters in the league and decide once and for all who is the king of swing. New fantasy stadiums and characters. New music featuring Hoobastank's hit song, Crawling in the Dark. All new MLB Slugfest style commentary.
I ate some bad clams last night. I'm feeling a little seasick.
Well, Jimmy, clams in Spanish mean toilets of the sea, so I'm not surprised.
MLB Slugfest 2004. Better than real.
Thaddeus, captain of the Osiris, and I fear this will be our last transmission. We are under heavy pursuit and have sustained critical damage. We are going to attempt an emergency broadcast drop in the Matrix. All we can do is hope that somehow this disc reaches Zion, and if it does, it's not too late.
Whatever's in that box cost Thaddeus his life and the lives of his crew. And I have a feeling if we don't get to it first, it's gonna cost us a whole lot more.
There is only one way to enter the Matrix.
We're in.
On May 15th.
You're here.
The next evolution of interactive entertainment has you.
Let's go.
Enter the virtual world of the Matrix. A parallel universe to the Matrix Reloaded.
Actions that take place in the game that you move through and play affect the film plot.
Packed with 1 hour of exclusive footage.
In the video game, there's certain information that you don't get from the movie.
Written and directed by Larry and Andy Wachowski, the creators of the Matrix trilogy.
It's a very special key, meant only for the one. Will you bring it to him? What does it unlock? The future.
If we fail, Neo fails, and that cannot happen at any cost.
Battle alongside the original motion picture cast.
Niobe, please be careful.
As careful as I can be.
On a mission that comes down to one question.
So are you red or blue on this?
In the war to save Zion, what part will you play?
What do you think will happen after that?
I don't know, but I got a feeling it's gonna be one hell of a ride.
Enter the Matrix. The future is now in play.
Okay, be honest. How many times have you played a game and thought, I could make a better game than this? Over the next few issues, we're going to take a look at the process of game design and talk about how designers make games and the skills that they use. You'll get a better understanding of the work that goes into your favorite games and a better understanding of the skills you'll need if you decide to make the quest for that better game your career. Now, for all you hands-on gamers out there, a company called Agetec has created their Game Designer series that lets you start to build your own games at home using your PlayStation 2.
Agetec launched the Designer Series in year 2000 for PS1. This year, 2002, we've just launched Fighter Maker 2 for PS2. Next year in 2003, we have Color Quest and RPG Maker 2. All of them exclusively for PS2. The one thing that they all have in common is the more the player puts into any of them, the more tangible results they're going to have to show for their work.
Fighter Maker 2 is perfect for the fans of games like Virtua Fighter or Tekken. What makes Fighter Maker 2 unique is that you can design not only the look of your characters, but all of their moves as well.
Everything from the skin tone, hair color, no hair, all the costuming choices, it's all customizable by the player. And then the next step they take is to assign all the martial arts moves for the characters. The main tools are the sequence editor and the animation editor. The sequence editor allows you to set preset moves within 6 different fighting techniques. But in the sequence editor, you decide, do you want to use the preset moves or do you want to invent your own? The animation editor shows you how to take it frame by frame through the motion to see how it flows with the character. And everything's in 3D models, so it really looks realistic, and all the moves are timed to the human body and what it can do. You also design where the camera angle is. Would the fighting look better side by side, the traditional 2D style, or do you want the camera to flow around while you're fighting?
Once you've created the moves, you assign them to buttons, create combos, and determine damage values.
The sequence editor is taking the animations that were created in the animation editor and attaching values to them. So, did this punch cause X amount of damage or X plus 5? Is this a special combo move? If it is there double damage? Is there triple damage? That's all done in the sequence editor.
And you can also combine the 2 animation in one as a combo hit, like a 1 punch, 2 punch, or 1 punch, 2 punch, 3 punch. And also you can set what button combination you have to use to execute the motions.
Once you've learned how to animate a 3D character in Fighter Maker 2, you can move on to RPG Maker 2. Now the challenge is to design an entire game.
Now you're going from John Woo to an entire animation studio. Actually, it's closer to what we do here. You're producing a game from scratch.
Building a game from the ground up might seem a little overwhelming, but RPG Maker 2 helps ease you into it.
So first, I want them to create small RPG from the beginner mode. If just one town, like 1 caves and 1 huge boss, this becomes small RPG, and I want them to learn what the steps they should take to complete a game. Then back to the beginning and then select hard level, which means they can create all the things from the scratch, even the buildings, field, and magics, monsters.
You're creating a planet here. Imagine a ball of water, okay, the Earth, before any land masses. That's where you start. You build the continents, the shapes, the islands in relation to the main mass, and then you get closer, closer, closer. You put in the buildings, you build the cities, the villages, the hamlets, and then you populate them. Every single thing has a tool unto itself. So it's your world to design like that. How detailed you want to do is up to you, the designer.
Then go to the programming side, which is called event editors. And then creating event. If you touch this box, what's gonna happen? The box is gonna open, or the box is gonna explode, or monster is gonna pop it up, or this kind of things you have to create.
In RPG Maker 2, you're in charge of not only all the items and events in the game, but all of the dialogue as well.
Hopefully you've previously written it and you have the scripting all set up beforehand, and you're not just winging it.
Our title is now compatible with USB keyboard. So instead of using the software keyboard inside and choosing each letters, now plugged into the USB keyboard into the PlayStation 2. That makes much easier than used to be.
After completing the dialogue, you then move on to the combat system.
You never see your army or your character, so it's like first-person view for all battle sequences. But what you get to do is design where your enemies are in relation to your point of view. So is it face on? Is it slightly above? And then when you throw in the special effects, if I'm attacking with magic, I get to design the special effects for, do I do a fireball that launches straight out from me to you? Or does it sweep around and blast?
These Agetec games are not only fun, but they're also a great way to start learning game design skills.
I think it really helps to understand, to get into this industry, what goes behind making a good game. You know the mechanics, you know the rules, but how do you make it go to the next level of greatness? You really have to get the experience somewhere. So by giving them just a blank slate and as many memory cards as they need, they can create something pretty terrific. It really opens up a whole universe for you. I think it's going to start the next wave of education, interest, and just all-around buzz for the industry and how accessible it is now. I'm not calling it a mini dev kit, but it's close.
These games can definitely give you a taste of the world of game design. In the next part of our series, we'll look at some schools that specialize in teaching the things that game designers need to know. Be sure to catch that story next month. The folks at McFarlane Toys take their role as premier makers of action figures very seriously. Founded by Spawn creator Todd McFarlane, they started with the alternative comic book hero and have blown up into a creative empire that includes figures from movies, sports, and even video games.
What Todd's vision is to take those characters out of that game and bring them to life in the real world. You can do them fairly realistically, especially if you look at the musculature and you look at the drapery and things.
A lot of times we're developing the figures simultaneously to where the game companies are. So we need to work very closely with them and obtain from them the best reference that they have at the time when we're developing it. And sometimes we actually have to go in and do some design elements beyond what they've done. And in fact, in a case like Soul Calibur, we've done that and then provided it back to them so that they've actually matched what we've done into the game.
It becomes a case of the life of the game imitating the art of the action figure. At McFarlane Toys, they put all of their heart into the new figures for Soul Calibur.
We're working on 5 characters. 4 of them are developed by the game designers themselves. One of them we developed, that's kind of the secret character. We can't divulge that one right now. But they're going to be a bit of a departure for us because we're going to make them smaller to emulate the type of product that's being made in Japan right now.
Collectors might also be interested in what it takes to make a great action figure based on a video game. It's a blend of artistry, realism, and the concept of remaining true to the spirit of the game.
Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid's a good example because we had some very good paintings of all the characters. And what we wanted to do is take those characters and, how do I make this guy look kind of realistic, to bring him to life, to pull him out of the game. But you don't want to completely abandon the feel that the game creates.
Another issue to consider is retaining the sense of movement of a character. With the line created for Onimusha, McFarlane Toys had a high score in that department.
I felt that Onimusha, we really had satisfied a lot of different design issues as far as how the figures were articulated and yet still maintain that ground zero pose that Todd always likes to find, the pose that clearly defines the character. And yet we were able to articulate it so we could get into a lot of different poses that made sense, that weren't, just points of articulation, but really worked as far as achieving typical martial arts poses.
So it's way more than having kung fu grip or lifelike hair. At McFarlane Toys, a ton of research and mock-ups happen before there are any feet of clay being created.
Generally what we'll do is take a look at all the information we're given and put together a whole bunch of movement sketches, find the best ones, and then start to look at which ones are developing the best 3D when we start putting them into clay. Then we take it into a harder wax. We begin finishing things, fine detailing things. That goes to our prototyping shop. They'll make molds and castings. That goes up to the shop where they pin them together. They make all the weapons. Then they go to paint and go through the same process of evaluations to find the right colors. You're either matching paint chips from a book or from a video game.
This here looks like it's more metallic, like darker.
Obviously, there are high-tech components involved in developing and manufacturing the action figures of today, but there's no denying the made-by-hand element of yesteryear.
There's a certain amount of hand-painted detail that's added at the end in terms of, painting eyes or maybe painting the lips on the females or rivets. So there's certain people sitting on the manufacturing line that may just be painting eyeballs all day long.
If you want to design an action figure, you need to follow quite a few rules of the articulated thumb. But when you're dealing with Todd McFarlane, the rules and the molds are made to be broken.
When Todd came into this industry, he'd look at him and say, well, you know, I want deeper lines in here and I want an undercut coming around the side of the torso. And people would say, well, you can't do that. And he'd say, why? So what we've worked on over the years working with Todd is looking at things and finding new ways and new materials to use in the process so that we can get what he's looking for.
So when you're done playing with your favorite video game, go and check out the action figure counterparts at a store near you. Okay, you've probably heard about E3 in magazines, or maybe even seen some footage on the PlayStation Underground. The Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3, is the largest video game trade show in the world. Every year, game developers, console makers, and even a few celebrities pack the halls of the Los Angeles Convention Center to show off and learn what is up and coming in the world of gaming. So how can you infiltrate this hotbed of gaming activity and check out all the newest games? Unfortunately, unless you're in the industry, you can't. But that's where we come in. Go to www.e3.playstation.com to get in-depth coverage on the newest games. Find out what your favorite developers are working on and get the latest word in the world of online gaming. Starting May 14th, make sure you go online, from the coolest games to the hottest booth babes and everything in between. www.e3.playstation.com will be showcasing it all. Be there or be left behind.
無限に広がる大宇宙。この宇宙にはまだ誰にも知られていない生き物たちが存在している。Space Fisherman, Space Fisherman, Space Fisherman, Space Fisherman.
Space Fisherman! Space Fisherman! Space Fisherman! Space Fisherman! Space... Space Fisherman. Space Fisherman.
you.